welcome back to my channel, Humanics. Today, let us talk about being nice. When you're a nice person, everything you want to do, you want to be perfect. You want people to love you. You're a nice guy. In fact, in life, there are people who are faithful. Such people who are faithful, they sometimes do things in a nice way. They do things in a nice way. They are truthful, So, such people are more so, people like them. People like them, to be around them, to help them more so. So, I was a kind of guy who was really nice. But the challenge of being nice is you do end up meeting more bad people than good people. Why? Because most of the time you don't know that you are concealing your intention. Most nice guys, they conceal their intentions. They want something, but you find that you fear to talk about what you want. You continue being nice, doing people things they want, and people try to take advantage of you, manipulate you. But if you being nice, you cannot see that, and you're thinking that you are going to get what you want, as in after being nice, it prevents you, from seeing those flaws that people are just using you, they're just manipulating. Matter of fact, you're not aware of yourself because you're thinking. You always have that thinking in mind, also the end in mind. When you're dealing also with women, when you're a nice guy, you have that end in mind that, okay, I think if I'm nice, I'll get this. That's the challenge of being Mr. Nice. So, I remember I wasn't always getting what I want. And I was like, what's going on? So, I read a book by Dr. Robert Grover called No More Mr. Nice Guy. So when I read this book, I was so fascinated the way this guy defined Mr. Nice and how to proceed being nice. So he said that nice guys, they normally conceal their intentions when dealing with people. And when they don't achieve what they want, they tend to rage, they're argumentative, and I'm like, oh, this guy is talking to me. So the father said that the opposite of nice, being nice, it is not becoming a jerk. He said the opposite of being nice is becoming a gentleman. So I was like, maybe this guy is talking to me. Then I found out what gentleman means. So I started to work on myself to become better, to go away from being nice, to become a gentleman. So I started doing those practices and I became a gentleman. So what is a gentleman? A gentleman is a man who is self-aware. He studies the environment, he studies people, how to deal with them, how to proceed with people, and he knows what is next because he's self-aware. Also, there are people who are not worth the effort. So a gentleman can easily see that. But Mr. Nice does not. Remember, Mr. Nice is already thinking of ending in mind. So that thinking itself, it prevents him to see flaws of a person who's not worth the effort. The thinking itself cannot allow you to see those flaws. People, Mr. Nice, challenge of Mr. Nice. Mr. Nice he thinks that if he tries to change somebody, maybe he'll become nice. but most of the time it ends up in vain. You know, matter of fact, Mr. Nice ends up becoming bad because most of the time Mr. Nice does not get what he wants. So since he doesn't get what he wants, he starts to rage, he becomes argumentative, he starts to act funny. That is the challenge of being nice. Why? Because you are not aware. You cannot realize those bad flaws. That some people are not worth the effort. That people can only change themselves. That's the challenge of being nice. You know? So if you want to help people, you have to be in that awareness state. You know? Have that self-realization. The more you work on self, the more you are going to see bad, the more you're going to distinguish between the bad and the good. Because the truth of the matter, people want good people, but they don't want good people who suppress something to pretend to be good. No, it is not. It doesn't come that way. They want good people who are truthful, and they can also realize bad. They are self-aware. The more you are aware of your environment, the more you are conscious, the more you are going to deal with people in the rightful way, and you're going to see what kind of people are worth the effort. Yes, some people, they want to change, but they need your help. You know, such people are worth your effort. Others, they are not. You cannot change people. You can only change themselves. Thank you.